What's going on, guys? It's Jake. Long time no see. Lots has been happening in the land of Nook, including allergies and video games. So, really not that much. Today, I'm bringing you a newest update over the brand new DeathScyther, which has been confirmed for a little while now, but now we have full-on pictures of what it looks like, and we have a full part breakdown, and we also have the rest of the random booster, which really is not that crazy. But the new DeathScyther actually does look pretty cool, so let's just get right into it. Before we get into it though, if we get it 500 likes, of course that'd be awesome. Hit subscribe to join the Nook Nation, and also go and drop me a follow on Twitch. We're now over 1,000 followers over there, and you guys should join the club. Link in the description down below. But now, guys, let's talk about this DeathScyther. So guys, the first thing that I'm going to do is give you a full kind of look at the bay, and I think it looks really, really good. It kind of looks like a mix between Killer and Dark DeathScyther, in my opinion. It's kind of like split down the middle. On the right side, you have like the big scythe, and that kind of reminds me of Dark DeathScyther, and you have kind of the blades that are white on the other side, and that gives me Killer DeathScyther vibes, and I really like the way that this bay turned out. It definitely looks better than I thought it was going to. Now, to kind of talk about the gimmick of the layer itself, for a little while now, we've had kind of the rumor of there being a metal slash sort of thing. But based on this picture, it doesn't look like there's any metal to be seen, but the metal is actually on the inside of the blade. So you're not going to get like a metal contact point, I don't think. No metal is going to be hitting another plastic bay or anything, but there is metal inside of the blade, which does add a bit of weight, and I believe it's going to make the bay not really as balanced, which is bad for stamina, sort of, but it can hit harder on that one side, kind of a smash attack sort of thing. So that really does fit DeathScyther in my opinion, although kind of would have been cooler to put the blade going along the scythe on the top. In my opinion, I think that would have been cooler than just kind of hiding the metal on the inside, but what do you guys think? But talking about metal contact points, it does look like on one side of the ring, it kind of cuts out, and it's going to have a bit of exposed chassis. But then again, this picture might be a little bit misleading, and it doesn't really seem like it would do that much anyways. Now, we also have a full part breakdown as well. So starting from top to bottom, we of course have Hollow DeathScyther. That is the name for this bay, Hollow DeathScyther. I don't really know how I feel about Hollow. It kind of maybe like Sleepy Hollow sort of thing, kind of like a scarier name. That's kind of what I get out of it. Although I don't really think it kind of follows the Killer and Death and Dark sort of deal, but what do you guys think of the name? Let me know in the comments down below. Now for the chassis, I was actually expecting to get kind of a repeat, like they just kind of throw in like 1D or something, or even 1A. But we actually get a brand new chassis here, and it's a single chassis as well, and we have 4A. Now 4A does look pretty similar to 1S and 1D that we got a little while ago. It's the same sort of design, but it's different on each side, kind of changing up weight distribution a little bit, which does add to the DeathScyther gimmick in general. And then after that, we do have the disc, and we have 12. What? Yeah, we're getting 12. Not really the newest disc, not really the most liked disc. Super light, super thin, which means I think this bay is going to be really light in general. So I'm probably not going to be using 12 on like a full combo for this, because it's not really going to hit that hard. You probably want to add in a heavier disc, because this is going to be a pretty light bay from what I see so far. The frame is also new as well. It's called Axe, which is actually pretty cool. I don't think we've gotten a new frame in a very long time. This is kind of an older season of Beyblade Burst sort of thing. We haven't seen frames really be used in a while as well, so to get a brand new one is definitely kind of unique. Then finally, we have the driver, which is apparently called High Excel Dash. Now, it's just like Excel Dash, except it has the kind of black ring, which adds a little bit of height to it. What that does for performance, I still really have no idea, but that's kind of something that we're seeing happening with Beyblade Burst, is they might be going back to the old Dash drivers and kind of adding a little bit of extra height to them and making it change up a little bit. Don't know how I feel about this change. It's just kind of weird, but let me know what you guys think. And that, guys, is going to wrap up the news on the brand new Deathscyther. Overall, I really like the design a lot, although it's going to be really, really light, I believe. I don't think the layer, or the ring rather, is going to be super, super heavy, but also paired with the fact it has a single chassis and it has like the lightest disc out there, it's not going to be the heaviest Super King Bay, that's for sure. But we do also have the rest of the random booster to talk about, except I'm just going to kind of skim through it, because for the most part, the bays are kind of ugly and is kind of lame in general. The other cool bay that we have in this random booster is actually Hollow Valkyrie in this kind of monster color scheme. It's a green, yellow, and like gray. I think it looks pretty weird. It's kind of an odd color scheme in general, but I kind of like it. Next up, we have Curse Deathscyther in this kind of orangey yellow color scheme. Kind of looks like lemonade, sort of. Not my favorite color scheme by far, especially when the Deathscyther chip is like this kind of orange and silver as well. Doesn't really fit the motif, in my opinion, but still, sparking parts, that's good to see. And the final sparking combo we're getting in this random booster is this blue recolor of Abyss Longinus. Now, I haven't really heard too many great things about Abyss, the ring that's on Diabolos normally. I haven't really heard great things about it. I don't actually have it myself, so I don't really know. Although the Longinus chip does look really cool, in my opinion. I like the blue and kind of purple, but I wish we would have seen like a blue Rage instead. I would really like a full like blue recolor of Rage. That'd be pretty cool. Now for the rest of the random booster, I'm just going to kind of skim through because they don't really interest me too much, but you might like them. We have an Orange Drasil remake, which is kind of cool. We're getting more remakes in these random boosters, and the orange one is nice. We have a red and yellow Dead Phoenix. We have a bluish purple Archer Hercules. And then finally, we have a lime green Storm Pegasus. So that's going to wrap up the random booster. And actually, I want to say this is probably a better random booster than the last one we got. Although the color schemes are not really my favorite, but it is cool. We are getting more sparking combos in these random boosters. Before, we were only getting like 1 or 2, so I like to see that. And that is going to wrap up this video, guys. Overall, what do you guys think of the new random booster? What is kind of sad is that I don't really see Daina, or you may know him as Daigo, on this random booster box, which typically means if the character is not on the box, then he's not going to be in the anime. The same thing happened to the Diabolos random booster. Delta was not on the box, and then he ended up not showing up in the anime. So that is kind of sad, but still, let me know what you think about his bay in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hit like. We're trying to hit 500 likes. Hit subscribe to join the Nook Nation. Also, pre-orders for this bay will probably be going up pretty soon on Mall of Toys, and I do have a link in the description down below that you guys can use. And if you use code 1ilinnuc, that'll get you guys 10% off your first order, and the link does help me out. So it's a win-win. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have fun and bay away.